Hey there, second graders. We're second grade math here for week 2, and we are continuing on with money this week. You guys had a lot of different money things you did last week, so hopefully it went well for you. And we'll just continue on with it this week. So I wanted to review the coins and the bills and the names of the presidents that are on those. All right, so I got my bigger demos of the coins. So on the penny worth 1 cent, we have Abe Lincoln. On the nickel worth 5 cents, we have Thomas Jefferson. On the dime worth 10 cents, Franklin D. Roosevelt. And on the quarter, George Washington. Okay, with our bills, the $1 bill, George Washington. The $5 bill, Abe Lincoln. The $10 bill is Alexander Hamilton. And the last president here on the $20 bill is Andrew Jackson. Okay. All right. I wanted to go over quarters, increments of quarters, because that's something you just have to memorize. You'll need to know it for the rest of your life. So maybe some of you have already done it. Anyways, so when we have 1 quarter, that is worth 25 cents. And when you add 25 cents to that, you get 50. So you got 25, 50. A third quarter is going to equal 75 cents. And then finally, your 4 quarters equals $1. Okay? So we have 25, 50, 75, and $1. 2 quarters, 50 cents. 3 quarters, 75 cents. 4 quarters, $1. Okay, so maybe practice on that, and maybe your parents this week can give you some little piles of money where you can practice counting those. Okay, that would be great for you. All right, we are going to do some counting of a big amount of money right now together, just to show you how I do it and to practice together. So I usually start with from the biggest to the smallest when I'm counting money. Okay, so here we go. All right. So we have $20 bill here. So I'm going to start with 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. Then I'm counting up by my 5. So I have 35, 40, 45. And then I got to count it by ones. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. $51. I think I'm going to actually write that down so I don't forget as I add up the cents. All right, so I got my $51. How many cents am I going to have here? So got starting from biggest again to smallest. I have it laid out here. So 2 quarters equals 50 cents. Plus 10 is 60, 70, 80. Plus 5 is 85, 86, 87. So I have $51.87. Okay? And sometimes when you're counting, you might end up with 4 quarters and have to turn that into $1. So hopefully you can practice that at home this week. All right, I'm going to get all this stuff down because we have some math problems to go over together. And so get all this down. Okay, got coins falling all over. Okay, we got this. So the biggest thing I hope you remember is that when you are adding 2 amounts of money, if you're not able to do it in your head, is to line up the decimal point. Okay, you guys remembering that? It's a big, if you don't, you get the problem wrong. So got to make sure you line up the decimal point. All right, I'm going to be going over some of the questions in this week's workbook. All right, so I'm just skipping through and doing some of those examples together. So on page 78, and you don't have to follow along in your book. You can just watch me do the examples. It's up to you. On page 78, I'm doing one where you have $4.15 plus $3.99. Okay, again, remembering to line up the decimal point. They put it sideways, or and so if you want to rewrite it, that would be great. I think the reason that they put it the long ways is because they want you to try and do it mental math. So I'll tell you how to do the mental math way. But if you're if that's not clicking in your brain, remember, that's okay. Okay, it's just to kind of give you other ways to stretch your brain. So to do this a mental math way, I would look at it and say $3.99. That is so close to $4. It's like 1 penny away. So in my head, if I add $4 to my $4.15, I'd add 4 to the 4 and get it $8.15. But it wasn't quite $4. So I'd take 1 cent away, and end up with $8.14. Okay? Again, if that was like, woo, too fast, unclear, no worries. Just set it up this way and do the math problem the regular way. Okay, so I have my decimals lined up. I'll bring it straight down and go on with just adding them up. 9 plus 5 is 14. 9, 10, 11, just carry. 7 plus 1 is 8. All right, please remember to put in the $ with your answer to show that it's money. All right, I'm going to skip over to page 80. Number 5 is a word problem. It says, Carly gets an allowance of $3 a week. She saved $2.45 in the first week and 95 cents in the second week. The third week, she saved all of her allowance. How much money did she have all together? All together, big clue that we are adding it all up. Okay? So we'll read one sentence at a time, break this down. Carly gets an allowance of $3 a week. Okay, got that in our brains. So she saved, in the first week, she saved $2.45. In the second week, she saved 95 cents. So this is how I'm going to write my 95 cents, lining up the decimal. The third week, she saved all of her allowance, meaning the whole $3. Okay. So we're going to add all that up to see how much she saved. 5 plus 5 is 10. 9 plus 1. Okay, I see a nice little group for a 10. Plus 4 is 14. Boop, stick in my decimal point. 2, 3, 4, 5, $6.40. Okay. All righty. Moving on to the next page, 81, is where you are doing a little bit of mental math. But again, if you don't get it, then just line it up on some scratch paper and do it. But they show something like this, $5.75 with an arrow, boop, boop, and they say minus 70 cents. The box for the answer. Okay, so if you can think about place value, remember a 70 cents is like 0.70. Okay, they mean the same thing. So my 7, it's a subtract. So if I can take the 7 away from that spot, right, that first little spot, it would be 7 minus that 7 is a 0 in that spot. So I would have the $5. 7 minus the 7 is 0. 5 minus that 0 is 5. Okay? So it's a little easier to see the mental math if you just think about the places. Okay? Now there's one further down on that page, page 81, and it shows $4 minus 80 cents. Okay, that one is going to be a lot harder to do mental math. So I would just recommend that you set it up. Okay. So I would set it up. You might be able to do that one in your head. If you can, go for it. Cool. So $4 minus the 80 cents. And I'd have to go ahead. Remember, if you have a $4, you're going to need to go in and you need to minus. Go ahead and stick in the decimal point and the zeros. Okay, so you have something that you can work with to subtract. Okay, so I have to borrow from way over here. Oh, I always do that. This will just be a 10. 0 minus 0 is 0. 10 minus 8 is 2. 3 minus nothing is 3. Okay, so $3.20. All right, we're doing well. We're almost done here. On the next page, 82, they have it broken up into parts. Okay, where they have a $5.90 minus the $3 minus the 65 cents. Oops. Okay, I kind of didn't write that well. Sorry, let me try that again. $5.90. There we go, minus $3, then minus the 65 cents. So they've broken it up into parts for you so you can try and do it in your head. Okay, so if we take the 5, because this is $5 minus the $3, we get 5, take away that 3 is a 2. So we'd end up with $2.90. And then we can take our cents, our 90 minus the 65. Okay, we need to find the difference. So you might be able to do that in your head. 65 to 90, I'm going to go 65, 75, 85. So that's 2 10s plus a 5. So it's 25 cents. But if you're not able to do that in your head, no problem. Set it up. 90 cents minus the 65 cents. And you just go from there. $2.25. Okay. Actually, that is the last one I have for us to do. Again, I know these where they're trying to get you to do mental math can be kind of hard, trying to do it in your head. So do what you can do, and then do what you can do mentally, and then just write it out, okay, and do it that way, because that is fine, and that's the way to make sure you're the most accurate. So no problem writing it out, and I think at the end of your pages this week, you just have a little bit of review stuff. So enjoy, work through it, don't rush yourself. You don't have to do it all in one day, right? You have 5 days, so pace yourself and look at how many pages you want to get done per day. All right, good luck to you guys. Bye-bye.